forget. Hello, everyone, once again. It's Morphin Mania time. I'm Captain Logan. It's not even that late in the evening yet. I don't know what's going on. I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm DJ.
And DJ and I are going to watch some more Power Rangers. DJ, it's only day 5, buddy. Like... We can't crash and burn yet. We are once again broadcasting for a live audience. We're all going to together watch episodes 9 and 10 of the first season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. We're going to start with For Whom the Bell Trolls. I think one of the reasons to make a crazy thing like this is just to have to say every one of these insane episode titles with these punny episode titles. If you are watching live and it's the first time or you've forgotten how we do this, use the Rabbit Room link in the description, assuming that I did this right and that got in the description. Otherwise, we can help you out in the comments. But we can all watch this together through that stream. You can see exactly what we're going to watch. And for those of you that are watching after the fact and well into 2019, you can, of course, use this as a commentary track. And we encourage you to do so you know what the heck we're looking at as we are just nonchalantly watching Power Rangers and talking about it. Get your DVD, your Netflix, however you want to watch it, get it past all the menus and things to timestamp 0 and get ready to press play when I say now. Let me open up the chat here and see if folks are here. Thomas Edghill, 2 days, it feels like only an hour. Yes, we shoot this batch. Okay, well, let's go ahead and just get right into it, shall we? I have no preamble. For Whom the Bell Trolls. Everybody please press play right now.
I wish Eric was here for this episode. I just want to make pay the troll toll jokes the whole time.
Eric still he might make it tonight. I'm hoping he got off work at a decent time. He might be on his way right now. I don't know.
Has he had you watch any Always Sunny?
No. He just keeps talking about it. He told me the other day he's been watching it in reverse order, like on accident. He was waiting for the new season to come out. It was coming out later. It turned out that he thought it was. So he had watched a season and then he went to the one before it, and now he's just watching them all backwards in reverse order.
Oh, weird.
Yeah,
the new season's pretty good. It started out a little shaky, but I'm liking where it's at now.
No, David, you can't skip the intro. You know, you need this to really get into the mood. You do, and it's one of those shows where the intro is sometimes one of the best parts. You know, because you have to think about it like repeated stock footage. Like, this show is all about the stuff that's cool that you see over and over again. It really pushes the envelope and tests the notion of whether or not certain things just can't be seen too many times. And somehow I never get tired of the show. You know, you think about, and like I should, it's really super redundant, like I should, but there's, you know, you think about, like, some of these episodes I've seen a crazy number of times, but then you think about the scenes you've seen 1,000 times because you just watched this one time.
I've seen Jason do that tornado kick. I'm going to see it 60 times.
I think so. I think that's right. This is the first appearance of Miss Appleby, I think.
Oh, interesting.
And goes without saying, but that's the first and last appearance of Tickle Sneezer.
I guess they somehow stretched their leather jackets back out.
They just went out and bought them again.
No, it's like Scooby-Doo. They just go in their closet and just pull out 10 hangers with the exact same outfit.
Yeah, I want to think that they probably just stole them. You know, because you might assume that they just get things at like rummage sales and stuff. But if they're wearing the exact same clothes and they shrunk last time, then they're not buying things brand new. They probably stole them.
Oh, he does his bow staff form. That's
yeah.
Cool. I did not do this in high school.
Bulk's hilarious. So you don't know how to you don't know how to do that? You never played with staff weapons?
No, I can do that, but I wouldn't have done it in my high school science class.
The one semester I had karate, we worked with sticks, I think, like twice.
Oh, cool. So wait, you had you had it as like a high school class?
No, in college.
Oh, interesting.
It was great. I would have kept going if I'd stayed at that school.
That's cool.
So Appleby is just freaked out by everything.
She doesn't do much physical activity.
And apparently has never been to the juice bar because these things are going on there all the time. And then she's gonna like freak out over an erupting volcano. Like I would expect somebody to just walk up there and be like, "This is a picture of my grandfather," and she's like, "Ah." She was a neat lady when I met her too.
Oh wow. Why is Billy, he's made like a flying car and he's doing a 4th grade science project for this.
That is a really good point, yeah. But like his inventions don't always turn out well.
Oh, he's playing.
But then it doesn't stop him from doing them either, so. Grimdeath Griffin says another Billy creation count. I don't think that counts though, because that's not a
life-altering invention.
No, anybody can make one of those. Like the only difference is it looks like he maybe used gum or Pepto-Bismol. Oh. David says she must be on very strong blood pressure meds. And Vax says those reactions are all just memes waiting to happen. I agree with that. She's just great at playing at kind of playing a cartoon character. And as she likes to point out every time she's on a panel, she taught every high school class.
Well, their whole high school is just like an elementary school. They do.
It's an elementary school.
They have the same teacher. They do show and tell.
Weird though is you see them get books out of a locker and walk to classrooms. But it's always the same teacher. So what do they leave a classroom, go get their books for the next class, go to the same classroom?
This is cool that we're in her room because she's the same one we go in her bedroom in the movie.
That's true. Mm-hmm. That movie has a little bit of that. I wonder if you guys only watched the first like 10 episodes thing, and you've heard of Tommy. You know there's a Green Ranger.
I think I get used to this Goldar voice. Stop babbling.
This is one of the closest things, at least in the first season, to, oh my God, they're attacking the Power Rangers in their most vulnerable, places and times. Like,
yeah, this is just like the movie.
Yeah, it's just like it.
Just like it, minus the Babu.
Yeah, except there, it's Rita, and she's like menacing and like actually threatens her and doesn't just turn things she owns into monsters. Baron OKC wants to know if we're counting Rangers turning evil. We should do that because that does happen a lot, and we're not just talking about Evil 6 Rangers. Like that happens a lot.
Yeah, we should just count evil Rangers, not necessarily turning evil, because there's these. Isn't there evil Rangers in Mighty Morphin where they have like socks on their head?
Yeah, no, those ridiculous makeshift outfits that are worse than like Peter Parker's makeshift Spider-Man suit.
What a weird voice.
Yeah.
Collecting is my specialty.
I used to be a horrifying toy. Now I'm less scary as I'm giant. Ah!
Now that's scary.
Stop it! That is pretty horrifying. DJ or Jeffrey says, DJ, am I crazy? This sort of reminds me of Legion, Devil with the Yellow Eyes.
That's true. I can see it. Not as horrifying, but
Vex says almost every 6 Ranger introduces evil too. Yeah, that's right. But there's also a lot of like mind control, and we do it later with Cat.
So he shrinks things.
Yep, there's going to be some really amusing model work in this episode. This is the thing I was talking about the other day when Jason brought up the bus, where I thought at first he was talking about this episode, but there actually is one with a bus also. Or maybe the bus is also in this. I can't remember.
I think I know what he was talking about. There's a There's
I thought that was a lot later.
There's a pilot for the Bulk and Skull show where they're in a bus the whole time, like telling stories of interactions with the Power Rangers. I'm wondering if you've seen that.
No, that's not what he's talking about, because there is a thing with them in a bus with a monster attack.
Okay.
And yeah, he's not seen that pilot. I didn't know that was available. I knew that existed, but I didn't know you could watch it.
It's on this disc thing.
Of course it is. I gotta get that.
Yeah, they got Zed's monster heads and everything.
It's funny because half the stuff they have in that I have on VHS still.
What's weird is the pilot is on the 4 through 7.
That's strange.
Because of when they aired it. They actually aired it, and Walter Jones and Austin St. John came back and introduced it, like during Space.
So I don't always understand why Rita jumps around to like different MOs in like ways of making monsters. Zed has the same thing too. Except with Zed, we'll pretend like there are rules for it, but then other episodes there aren't rules for it. But for her, it's just, well, Finster could make me monsters, but then sometimes I just want to go find a thing, like a prop that would make for a good monster. You just have him make a thing that looks like Tickle Sneezer, but no, we need it. But I guess we did that with this because it was supposed to have like a mystical energy thing of its own. Isn't that what that was?
I guess so. Oh.
But like, why use something that has its own motivations and things when you could just control it?
Sorry, I'm getting distracted by this scene.
Oh, that's fine. Look, Cake!
I love Kimberly's line right there.
Are we counting Cake?
We were counting Cake Falls. Should I just count
Cake Falls? Not every time there's a cake in the frame, but I'm just assuming that they're either going to fall or throw that cake.
Okay.
See, there's the cake. Nope, this counts. Something's going to happen with this cake. Let's find out. That actually looks pretty good. I like strawberries.
Oh, no, he's just going to chop it.
Oh, we're not counting cake chopping? That is pretty funny, though. You know what, though? That is smart, because Bulk usually would be dumb enough to go, like, try this and like, break his arm. He at least starts, you know, with something more easily broken. Where he's like, maybe I should graduate to boards from cake. Even should Cap and DJ be changing outfits between live streams to maintain the illusion for when these air separately in 2019? Well, first of all, we're not even trying to maintain the illusion by not talking about it. We're just letting everybody. Mania is so laid back. We're just like, we're treating this like Patreon content that everybody gets to see, basically. But also, the show doesn't feel the need to do it, so why should we?
Yeah, we're on theme. We're just doing like Bulk and Skull.
That's it.
Tickle Sneezer.
David, that random large slice of watermelon on the shelf behind the counter. I did not notice that. Oh, DJ, it's Morphin time.
Oh. Should I go get my blue shirt?
It's Morphin time. Yeah, do it. No, maybe this is the boss. I think this is the boss. That is a boss, for the record.
That's correct. Wait, is it a train?
Wait, no, it's a train. It's not even a boss. Okay, I'm just going to stop trying to call the boss. DJ says, or Vacuuminator says, DJ was aired as part of the 10th anniversary during Wild Force, I think. Is he talking about the pilot, or is he talking about the Bulk and Skull pilot?
I'm not sure.
Oh no, Babu and Squat. That's going to be some real trouble, Zordon. Yeah, that's why it's really sad that, like, one of the bad guys breaks into one of the Rangers' rooms. You're like, oh man, it's going down now. It's just one of those guys.
I love that he doesn't fight. He just stands off to the side.
Baron OKC, you try spending every day watching people through a telescope. She needs to try new things to keep her entertained.
She's like Clark from Smallville.
That's right. Oh, man. We got to save our Rangers in a bottle.
That's a pretty cool stunt. right in front of the train. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't actually right in front of the train, but
yep. But usually anything where you would say, "Oh, that's a cool stunt," they shot that.
yeah, still gonna give them credit.
Sure. No, and you should. I think it's fortunate that Power Rangers started with this Sentai. I mean, obviously this is conjecture, but it's questionable whether it would have gotten as popular with a different aesthetic, right?
Yeah, it's really hard to tell.
A lot of people, this isn't even their favorite Sentai aesthetic, but somehow or rather, it was just right time and right place. I think it worked really well for right then. I don't know if another aesthetic would have done it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just because I didn't watch that season, but I really don't like the second season, the one after this. The way they look, I can't get into it. But I don't know if it's just because it's nostalgia, or I mean, lack of nostalgia.
It's just for the folks making the Sentai, making Zuranger. This was just another, season for them. This is just another show for them. They would have never imagined that this would become like huge Americana iconography. It's crazy. When I was a kid, I thought the big symbol on the side of Mastodon was big M that stood for Mastodon, and I wondered why the Triceratops said Mister on the side.
Is it really a Mister?
It just looks like it. It just looked like it said Mister.
Does it like actually say that? But yeah, like I've said, I really like the ninja aesthetic. I think it works really good with Power Rangers.
Yep.
My two favorite suits aesthetically are the Alien Rangers and the Ninja Storm. So I really like the Alien Rangers. They might be.
Oh man, you and me both. I've never heard anybody else say that's one of their favorites. It's one of mine. I love it.
Yeah, it might be my favorite. I can't.
Cool.
I can't pick between the two. The only thing I don't like is the white. And Ninja Storm gets rid of the white. It has like the gray arms, which looks cool. But I really like the helmets. They're so simple and really cool.
Dude, you should have told me that. You should have like that by itself would have gotten you this job.
Well, luckily I made it on other merits.
That by itself.
Well, just a lack of an Eric helped me.
So I'm going to say that a lot of it was probably dinosaurs, right?
Yeah, American kids love dinosaurs.
And this is 93. Jurassic Park comes out right around this time. I mean, dinosaurs were as big as they ever were.
Yeah, this
right as this comes out.
Like dinosaurs, giant robots, martial arts was big in the 90s because the Ninja Turtles, like everything just all at once.
Well, and that's another question. Does Power Rangers get as big as it does? I mean, it would have been popular probably anyway, but does it get as big as it does without Jurassic Park? Did you also need that?
I don't know.
These are the sorts of questions I like to ask that can never be answered.
Never be answered until you get your one use of your time machine, and you either go see Jesus or go see Power Rangers and without Jurassic Park. I guess that would be an alternate timeline.
What is going on? And Rita's back on Earth again. This is a thing that when we're shooting more of the footage, well, at least you fade it out. That's better.
We're just going to talk about every time someone teleports.
Yep. I get fixated on stuff. But yeah, when we're shooting more of the footage ourselves, we like to only bring the bad guys to Earth when like it's a real big deal. Like Zed in the command center, that's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
What?
I guess she just kind of comes down randomly, based on the Sentai, obviously. Well, that was a weird line reading.
Give it all back.
That was kind of weird.
Oh, and then this gets really, really strange, where suddenly I'm wondering if the entire episode was a dream. And they're really, if memory serves, they're really ambiguous about it, where she wakes up and they don't really follow up much. So, but how much of it was it the whole episode? And then why? It wasn't any weirder than anything else that happens in this show.
Oh, wait, it wasn't a dream. It's a Wizard of Oz thing.
Oh.
Or did he just like fall?
No, I think he just falls.
Oh,
Yeah.
he just fell.
Okay, so if I were gonna write that, wouldn't it be a nightmare where and she won? Right? So like we resolved it, everything's okay, but none of it really happened. Why would you do it like that?
That was weird.
So this is officially the weirdest episode we've seen so far, right?
Yes. So, yeah, that's weird.
So this was a giant waste of time.
Every episode, man.
No, but this episode especially, because nothing even happened. But at least we get to see Bulk and Skull. So the only things that happen are the bookend.
Just show and tell.
It's just show and tell. So the good thing, though, it is nice to know that Appleby freaking out about everything is canonical.
Yes. But no one goes into Trini's room. That was all a dream. The movie missed that part. They must have not finished the episode.
Man. Is that what it is? That, like, they broke a rule, and that's why it all had to be in a dream? Where, like, this show can't have the bad guys even remotely attacking them in their vulnerable places? Oh, my God.
They did a flea. Is this a thing? I always see this in like shows in the 90s. Was a flea circus a thing?
Well, yeah.
Is it just like a gag gift, like a pet rock or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the idea is that you make it seem like it moves by itself, but you say there's fleas there, and it's like that thing that they talk about in Jurassic Park, where the kids would look at it and they're imagining it so much they think they can actually see the fleas. But Bulk and Skull are so stupid they put actual fleas on there.
Okay, but every time I see that, the joke is always that the fleas got out, like there are actual fleas. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Did you see the super chat?
Yes, Mr. Roboto, $2 super chat. Cap, who are you in the Power Rangers universe? I'm Zeltrax, man.
Who do you want to be, or who you actually are? Because isn't there a Captain Logan?
There is a Captain Logan, so that's probably, like what are the odds my made-up internet name shows up in like a licensed property that I actually watch? Like,
and there's an
Eric. But I didn't watch Time Force when it was on, so I found out about that. There is a Power Ranger named Eric, but I forget what season it's in.
I think it is Time Force. I think he's the Quantum Ranger.
Oh, well, so Eric and I are both in Time Force? We've probably figured this out before. This is probably on record somewhere on the channel. I just forgot about it.
I don't have a Ranger, I don't think.
Okay, next episode is Happy Birthday, Zack. This was another one that was on VHS tapes. I don't know if you have this one.
I think I've seen this one quite a bit. I don't know if I had the tape, but...
Yeah, so that's what we're doing next. We're going to jump right into it. So if you are watching this after the fact, make sure and get it queued up. Make sure you're watching the 10th episode, Happy Birthday, Zack, where this is going to be a really interesting experience. Okay, here we go. Everybody, please press play. Are you guys all ready? Is everybody ready? I'm going to assume everybody's ready. Here we go. Everybody, please press play right now. Happy birthday, DJ. DJ, when's your birthday?
January 22nd.
Wow. So sort of coming up, a couple months.
Yes, I will be old. 27.
Cry me a river. You and Eric are almost exactly the same age.
Yeah, I was born in 92. I think
he's got you by like 6 months.
Yeah,
his birthday was just recently.
Well,
or not just recently. Yeah? Sorry, it was a few months ago.
Yeah, I sent him those books a little too early.
Time is flying by.
Yeah, it feels like I just sent him those books, and it was like a long time ago.
Yeah, it does feel like that. Yeah, Zack, he says Happy Birthday, Zack is one of those a lot of people watched back in the day because it was on tape. Yeah, me too. Saw that one everywhere. And then later on, Zed's Monster Heads was on VHS and everywhere. Oh, yes, the Cake-O-Matic. We're probably going to have another cake count here. So he's going to need Billy to help him fix his Cake-O-Matic.
Oh, man, that Walkman.
Yeah, but what's sillier than the Walkman is the idea that this really generic elevator hip-hop music is what he's listening to. He likes this cheap stock music.
I don't know if we count that as a cake or just.
No, that's true. I don't think it ever actually makes a cake. I think he accidentally invented instant cotton candy.
Yeah, this is almost a cake and almost a life-changing invention, but neither mark it was hit.
You don't think this counts as life-changing invention? Where you could just make cotton candy come out and call it cake. No, that is life-changing.
It's like the doc. Is he like
if
a doctor?
You got attacked by that. That would change your life.
So is he supposed to be a great inventor or a terrible inventor? I don't know.
Vacuuminator, and he says it transcends all others in the genre. Like what? Yeah, well, he doesn't know. David Yost doesn't know what he's actually listening to when he's shooting that. Jeffrey says it's a soap cake. It is. It's a soap cake.
It did look like
I knew somebody was going to say that, Mr. Roboto. It's a giant cupcake. It's not a giant cupcake. Yeah, he tried to make this cake machine, but it accidentally teleports people.
That was supposed to be cake mix?
I think yeah, I don't see how that's cake mix. Is it the kind of cake mix that already has the frosting built in it? Because that's not how cake mix works.
Well, you just don't know how the Cake-O-Matic works.
Okay, so this exchange is weird, even for Power Rangers, where it's like the Power Who, yeah, they only fight crime like every week. The way to make people less suspicious that you're the Power Rangers is not to pretend like you've never heard of them.
Did he just brought up Batman?
He did. And he brought it up almost like it was real life. But, more than Batman has in Gotham. And I had like a fundamental issue even with the way he framed that, but
I like to think that Ernie's just a huge comic nerd.
Cinematographic says, yeah, I'm sure that's what that is. This show is weirder than I remember, says Cinematographic. A good one. Kimberly, zing! Okay. Well, apparently artistic ability is not one of Trini's strong suits and not one of her big hobbies. I still don't know what Trini does. Thomas Edshell said DC Comics is canon now. Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to wonder about that the way he says it.
Oh.
Vacuuminator, I've always just assumed Batman 89 is in the same universe as Zordon era, thanks to that line. Yeah, one of these is not weirder than the other, really.
Hey, there's the balloon shot. From the...
Oh, you stole my balloons! How did we not pop any balloons when we dropped in the balloon box? Did none of them pop? Did they just kind of bounce around?
Oh.
Oh, man, right in the soapy cake mix!
Trini does do martial arts, Mr. Roboto. That's true.
Yep, that's true. I don't know if that's a hobby or I just don't know what she likes to do.
I don't know what she was cast on because she doesn't seem like she actually does martial arts like Jason and Zack do.
Yeah.
And Billy and Kim are obviously gymnasts. I don't know what she actually does.
Yeah, okay, so he's just got a book for all these things sometimes because we have this footage.
Cool. I would love to have like if they would put out like a version of that book.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
That's pretty cool.
But again, like they were, as far as I understand it, the producers of this show were getting footage like one episode at a time. So when they got to the book, it's like, oh, crud, apparently there's a book where all these monsters come out of. We need to fill time. I guess we have to use it, but we've never shown that before. And Finster seemed to just make up stuff in the first place. but let's not be too concerned about continuity and stuff. We'll probably get canceled anyway.
Yeah, is that like Finster's book, or does he just like recreate from like an ancient book?
Your guess is as good as mine. I think it's both.
Like, I don't know if he made the book or if he just is a really good sculptor that like, because that Black Knight is kind of different than the other ones he's done.
Yep. No, that's true. Well, and he calls it out. He's like page 12, and so I don't know if when he runs out of ideas, he just goes to that, or some of them he invents, or if he drew the things in that book. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. So they were all in the trash can, right? The dumpster, or was just Rita?
I don't actually know that right off.
I don't know how old Finster is in Squat and Babu.
No, I think they were all with her, all like back that far. I mean, later on.
Yeah, I guess they were all in there.
Later on, we know that Goldar's there because Zed sent him. Vac says they were literally just talking about how the Black Knight fought one of Zordon's warriors. Yeah, I'm just saying I don't know, but he came out of a book. I don't know if Finster made him or not. And like that's weird because you'd think that he's just like a warrior that existed, not a monster that was created. You see what I'm saying? And an alien warrior, and
yeah, Finster's not just a clay expert. He's also apparently a blacksmith.
You know, with all these talents, you'd think Rita would have him do more things. Earlier, Jeffrey said 2 bullies, 1 pole.
That's all
Cinegraphic. So why hasn't Bruce Wayne made an anonymous donation to the Angel Drive High School library yet? Mr. Roboto, well, some are aliens, some are mutants. Yeah, but sometimes they're ambiguous about it.
We need a rule book.
Yeah. But at least this monster does look a little bit more menacing and, as you said, a lot different from what Finster makes. I'm sorry, what?
They didn't make him out of clay. They like resurrected him out of a tree.
Yeah, well, because they'll have this footage where Rita's casting spells. They're like, I guess she casts spells because she's a witch. So we have to let her use her magic to do stuff. Vac says Finster did make him from memory because he also made him 10,000 years ago. See, that's what I figured. I wasn't sure. We probably talked over something where they told us that.
Catch the hint.
We should just...
There you go.
Yeah, and Zach's going to do that thing where he's going to get really insecure and not give his friends the benefit of the doubt and just assume they don't care about him all of a sudden. And then we'll get to the end of the episode and, oh, you were planning a surprise party. And so it's like, oh, well, you're being a little bit superficial with your friends. Although, Kim...
But that's a horrible excuse. Why would you
come up with the worst excuse? Yeah, you're right. At the same time, they're also... Yeah, you know what? This is more on them. Because they're toying with... Like, I forgot about that. They are kind of giving him a reason to think they don't care about him.
Oh, it's my dog's birthday.
That's accidentally like a really mean tease kind of thing. He thinks we forgot his birthday, so I made up a birthday for a pet instead.
Why would he think that?
That's called manipulation, Billy. I don't know. That's not a very nice thing to do. He'll be all right. We'll just make him really depressed and think that his friends and teammates that they risk their lives with him on a regular basis don't care about him. Yeah, I'm with you, Vac. Same here. This plot showed up in just about everything I watched as a kid. No idea why people kept doing it. Right?
Yeah,
Grim Death Griffin, 16 Candles episode.
Yeah. I just saw that movie recently for the first time.
We did that dumb internal monologue thing again. We get it. You're sad and disappointed. I should have stayed in bed today. It would be better if you were talking to yourself.
That's great, Vac.
Zack looks like he's about to break into a rendition of Bet on It from High School Musical.
This is another good monster. We got a lot of good ones out early.
Yep. No, I like this one too. Meanwhile, in the Sentai, she's back on Earth again. That one's great.
that was spot on.
That is so like that's awesome. Power Rangers was made using the Marvel method. Stuff existed, the visuals exist, and then you write all the dialogue later.
Is that a different Zordon voice?
I think that's still Fielding, but he's sounding a little bit more British than normal right now.
And a little less. I wonder if they didn't do as deep of a modification. It sounds.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah, it's like, oh, you guys forgot an effect this time.
This is cool. I like to see them actually fighting with their weapons instead of just using them for the big cannon.
Yeah, it's kind of lame when they just summon them so that they can put them all together.
Yeah, I don't know why. Did he?
Oh no!
Whoa!
Look what! Oh no!
That's why they don't use them.
Oh, that's the only reason they had them use them this time, so we can bust them up first. Oh, let's get our blasters out. Have they used those much yet? I guess we did this a couple episodes ago. The diamond slot formation. the cheerleader tower. Wise guys!
I love the voice actor for Rita so much.
She's amazing. Jeffrey, 100 confused writers smashing typewriters is how this got made. Thomas Edgehill, sounds like a fun birthday. Fighting monsters. I do that for my birthday. That's what I would do.
Zack does seem like the character that would most enjoy this job.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
He's kind of like the Johnny Storm of the group.
Yep.
Especially in the movie.
Where like there's a thrill to it.
Yeah. They just lean.
Well, yeah, they lean way into that. Where he's such a thrill seeker, he should be dead in 5 seconds.
He just like rides on top of the mammoth.
Yeah, like the thing with the train. Like he's crazy. That's Eric's favorite character in that movie.
Yeah, I remember you guys
nuts
loving him. I really like their take on Billy. I think he's.
I do too, and I think that actor's fantastic.
Yeah, he's awesome, and not like it at all. Like I've seen him outside of the movie.
I know. I saw an interview with him. Hey, look, everybody, there's Eric. I saw an interview with him, and I was like, "Oh, you can act." Like I already thought he was pretty good, but I was like, "Oh, you're nothing at all." Like this guy, like at all.
Yeah, he completely changes.
It's coming together.
Yep, they really show this footage every time.
Doing commentaries on Power Rangers, it's already challenging to figure out what you want to say every single time about the intro, but it's like having 3 or 4 intros inside your show too, to some degree.
Yeah, it's like the credits, but times 5.
Get him!
I like the mountains. That's cool. We've been in the city mostly lately.
Yep. I mean, at least California has those. They don't look like that, but they have those. Mr. Roboto says Eric is like Bigfoot.
Yeah, he just walks by.
Oh, like to do that. Do you think that's what he's gonna do? You think that's how he's gonna try to beat the Megazord? Do it like this. Jeffrey says Star Trek has a whiskey. Metallica has a whiskey. Where's the Megazord whiskey? That's a great question.
Show you wouldn't sell alcohol to children?
Well, yeah, no, you wouldn't, but I want it though, Eric. Come on, doofus. Doofus. That was pretty cool. That was a neat little effect.
Oh,
this fight is pretty great.
Yeah.
As far as Megazord fights go, this is probably the most thrilling one we've seen. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good when they have swords. So you can do a little sword fighting.
Get him, Boosh. Everything she says in this episode is amazing.
This is a great episode.
We need to get Great Galaxy Gas on a t-shirt. That's pretty good.
That's a list we have to make. T-shirts for Danny to make.
I want her at the end of this to just be like, if you just did it like I said, they'd be dead. You didn't do it like this.
Subtitles didn't get that right.
Nope. No, they did not. Surprise, we don't care less about you than our dogs. Why does he have a big X on his shirt? What's that about?
I don't know. It's like a baseball shirt.
Yeah, it does look like a baseball shirt.
He was bumming.
Yep. The sad guy.
Oh, cake.
Cake.
Soap cake. Round 3.
Here comes right now, Soap Cake's got 2-0 on everybody that's gone up against it.
That's the real villain.
Everyone is losing against the Soap Cake. Here's Eric.
I don't know where my headphones are, so I'm just going to watch.
Oh, okay.
I've seen this episode.
You can put some headphones in here in a little bit.
Just in time for the music video to take us out.
Yep, right, yeah. Yeah, take us out. It's your birthday!
Doing the Sam Rockwell dance.
This is just like a normal day at the juice bar. We've got Soap Cake all
How
over.
many of these extras tried out to be Power Rangers and then didn't get to be Power Rangers?
It's a really good question. So we're right, that's not cake mix. That's not what cake mix looks like.
Not at all. At least it's a different color this time.
Okay, well, so we got through Happy Birthday, Zack. That is the coolest Megazord fight we've seen so far.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
That's a pretty good episode.
We've been seeing some stinkers lately.
Yeah, no, we had a couple of really crappy ones. So guys, we are gonna shoot one more for you tonight. DJ, are you good for one more?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, we're gonna shoot one more
episode.
What's that?
Or is that one more episode? Or one more 2?
One more show with 2 episodes. Yeah.
Okay.
This was the end of one. So yeah, you're right in time for a whole show.
Give me a minute to find my headphones.
Okay, cool, no problem. So guys, join us here in about 5 minutes, if you would, for one more. I'm gonna go ahead and make that live show for you right now. Look, now I've got all the space because I added another person. And if you're watching this after the fact, of course, thanks so much for being here. Sure appreciate it. We'll see you again next week. This was day 5. So DJ, we're through a whole week, buddy.
We did it.
Yes. All
43
right.
to go.
Everybody pop back in with us here in a little bit, and you'll get me and DJ and Eric. Eric's here now. And it's gonna be no clowning around and Power Ranger punks. So we get to watch one of my favorite episodes.
Well, good. I get to talk about the weird memory that I have from childhood that I found that was wrong.
Yeah, you'll get to bring up all the stuff that you did when we shot this before. Thanks again, everybody. We sure appreciate it. See you again here in just a little bit if you are watching live. I am Captain Logan, and this was DJ.
See you guys tomorrow.
See you, next week, Monday.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Monday.
This is the point of being organized, DJ. We know when it lands now.
All right. Sorry.
See you later, folks.
I'm still new.
Yeah, he's still learning the ropes. See you in a bit.